Hi there, it's Rory Lemonade Osteopath here, and welcome to live Lymph Jam number 3, working with stress. So the idea behind this routine is that if we're feeling quite tense or potentially wired or even anxious, or finding it difficult to calm down at all, or maybe even just before winding down to go to sleep, for instance, we're going to do a little bit of work with some different techniques to help going from calming the nervous system down a little bit, then going into sort of some quite upbeat stuff quite quickly, and then working our way down to chilling ourselves out. Okay, so this is a 20-minute sequence. I'm going to be timing it. And if you haven't seen me before in the group or this video before, these are based on ideas that are collected from various places, but looking at it from a lymphatic health exercise perspective. And it's designed for limited space, limited time, limited budget, and limited prep time, limited gym visit, limited equipment, and all that sort of stuff. And to appeal to different capacity levels and stamina levels based on listening to how you're going with it all, and also to push yourself a little bit, but basically not to go too heavy if you feel it's inappropriate or uncomfortable, but also at the same time we want to get going a bit as well, so you can make this faster or slower or more strenuous as we go along. There's each week I'll be doing some different sets of routines for different moods. So again, this one's about winding down from feeling stressed out or overwhelmed or anything like that, and hope it helps. And I will be timing it. So here we go. Press go. So first of all, we are going to place our hands on our chest and just sink a little bit with our knees. And you can do this sitting as well. And just allow ourselves to relax for a moment, shut your eyes, and just feel the heat of your hands on your chest. So just to start helping yourself become aware, meditative, and just to allow yourself to stop. And the warm sensations can help you to stay in your body and keep your mind focused on yourself rather than all those crazy thoughts that have been running around when you're feeling overwhelmed. Just waiting for a moment, breathing slowly. Don't gush the air, try to control it. So that was a breath in, nice and slow and relaxed, breathing out. You can do this on the lower ribs as well. So hands on the lower ribs and feel the belly expand lightly, softly, and out again. Don't rush the air. Light, relaxed, slow. You can even put your hands on your kidneys if you want, because that's where the adrenals are, around the back. And just, again, another slow breath in. Notice how you can set in some relaxation, and out. Finally, you can have a hot head if you're feeling really stressed out at all. So just putting your hands on your forehead or around your sinuses and your eyes. Black out some of that light. And breathing in, really relax, and out. That should take up some of take the edge off, and a couple of longer slow breaths again, so just to help the CO2 not rush out too quickly, so we can start to get more CO2 into our system, because that's a relaxation chemical, because we need it to access the oxygen. And out, using my hands to show the diaphragm movements, not the upper chest movements. all the way through the nose, mouth shut, tongue on the roof of the mouth when you're breathing. And out. So next, let's just shake off some of that tension. So we can bounce through our knees. This will create a bit of a shock through the body and the spine. Let the shoulders go, flap them, flap, 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 shake the water off. Your wrists, kick the football, loose wrists, loose fingers, loose toes. And go into little small breaths, so but really relaxed, just like a tap on the diaphragm. And you shake it off. When we let go of the tension going through our shoulders and arms and wrists, that really helps calm us down. Little breaths. Right, now some star jumps. Again, you can lightly, it's not about jumping high, it's about getting the legs wide. Flick, 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 flick. Loose, relaxed arms. It's about the pump and the spring. And relax. Also do some star pumps. So we're going to drop down, like we're a flapping bird, alternating, coming up onto the tiptoe, drop down. Keep the spine straight. Kicking out if you've got space. Relaxed breaths. Small mouse breaths. Okay, now crossing over super brain yoga squats. We did these before in the other videos, so look out for how you go. Crossing over, grabbing onto the earlobes, pulling out and down, breathing in as you drop down into a squat. Just go as low as you can. It's not a gym squat, it's just go as low as you can so your knees can come forwards. Bounce a little bit. Let the air out. There's a massive fluid pump, massive lymphatic drainage pump, because our lungs are expanding on the inside and we're compressing everything on the outside, including all the inguinal nodes, crossing over, creating pressure, massive fluid drainage, really good for de-stressing the brain. That's why it's called the super brain yoga squat. Breath out slow, one more time. Massive drainage for the brain. The brain is controlling so much stuff, and when it's overwhelmed, it needs to get a flush out. So, here's a great one. Are you ready for this? So this is called the lion's breath in yoga. We're going to basically take a breath in slowly, and then we're going to roar and stick our tongue out as far as it can outwards, and it's just to really let go of that anger and that stress. Ready? One more time. Really stick the tongue out there. Okay, and that's really stretching all of the myoneurology of the tongue, which has got a lot of connections to the autonomic nervous system, again, which is dealing with stress as well as relaxation. So we're stretching that out as well and making good noises that just let go of it all. Tension release. So we're going to squeeze our muscles. Squeeze, curl the toes, relax. Don't do too hard, but just squeeze everything, relax. Squeeze the buttocks, pelvic floor, relax. Really helps to squeeze out the muscles and the nerves here. Face, relax. Squeeze back muscles, just squeeze them out the back, relax. Squeeze relax. One more time, squeeze, teeth, jaw, relax. Okay, so let's do a little bit of breath of fire. So I said this before, you can, most of the time yogis do it sitting down. Just drop through your knees, so it gives your pelvis space to float around. Put your hands on your hips, drop down, and then we're just going to tilt forward slightly to take slack off the belly, because when we're sitting upright, it's tighter. So drop forward just a little bit, and it all becomes a bit looser here. Space to just pull the belly in. So we're pulling in, relaxing, pulling in, relaxing. And this is going to create breathing or ventilation. So it's called the breath of fire, but it's actually a ventilation process, because we're not actually breathing with our diaphragm here. We're just relaxing and just firing the abdominals. So remember to drop down so you've got space. Put your hands on your belly if you can't find those muscles, give them a rub, and so it's firing the belly muscles, air comes out the nose automatically. And then just put the hands on the belly again and just pull, do what we're doing before with the breath of fire, but just suck it in slowly, push it out slowly, suck it in, push it out, suck it in, push it out. Do that lightly if you're menstruating or anything like that, or just avoid it, you know, go with your own body with that one. So then there is the reach outs and breathing in and crossing over and breathing in. When that breath expands and we're holding ourselves, it's really stretching things. Breathing in, squeezing out the back muscles, crossing over and breathing in, expanding backwards, nice bit of a stretch, out, and then out. Okay, a little bit of ring the bell, did this one before in another video too. Just go into a nice relaxing bobbing. The rhythm is very relaxing, bouncing, relaxing, bouncing, relaxing. Rhythm really helps to make us feel safe, regulated. Go your own rhythm. If you're feeling still quite wired, then go fast. Bounce, bounce, bounce. Or if you're feeling that you're starting to feel much more relaxed now, just go nice and slow. Find that rhythm that you like, or somewhere in between. Go wide-legged and just throw your hands down, drop through the spine a little bit. Or get into that bouncing rhythm. This one's really good for just getting all that exchange going and in the little spinal muscles, holding us up, and they can tighten up as well when we're feeling stressed because of protecting us. They want to run. The muscles want to run and get away from the threat, and if they don't move, then they can collect up things, chemicals, hormones, waste products. Just let it all go, pump it out. Okay, a couple of ones for getting energy again. So we're just going to do a couple of jump squats. So we're just going to come down into a squat and jump up and back down again. Up and down, up, down. Okay, and then we're gonna do the pogo jumps. which is basically to twist like we're ski slaloming and bouncing. Once you've got the rhythm going, use the hands, twist the head, relax, keep jumping, breathe small, relaxed. The more you can hold on to the CO2, the more you'll access the oxygen. Sorted. Okay, some air punches. If you're really letting that anger go again, dropping down, and you're gonna just, the main thing is not to push too far forwards. It's actually about bringing the shoulder blades back and keeping the torso straight. So it's all about the shoulder, getting the shoulders to move separately from the ribs. So I'm not twisting at all. If there's clicking and crunching, avoid that. Raise your shoulders up slightly and get past the crunches, or just go smaller. Clicking and crunching, you want to avoid where possible, unless it's the type that releases something. It's fine and safe, but it's just, don't want to repeat it strongly. So relax and go within your freedom of range of motion, no tightness. Great. Tap on the lower ribs, flat palms on the liver. The liver deals with anger and stress. Kidneys around the back there. Tapping forward, lean forwards, lean backwards into the lower back. You can notice the muscles tightening up or relaxing off. Buttocks forwards, tightening up, backwards, loosening off, getting into different areas of those muscles. Legs. Thighs. Upper ribs. Loose, heavy wrists. As hard as you can, but as light as you feel is comfortable. Reaching up, tapping onto the shoulders, trapezius muscles. We've got no other time for exercise. This is something we can all do very quickly in a short space of time. Variety, the brain and body loves variety and movement patterns, keeping it dynamic. And one thing about the stress is that it makes us feel alert and need to focus down and reduce our alertness to the one thing, and dynamic, relaxed, pumping movements all help the body and nervous system to calm back down and realise that there's more going on and switch away from that alert mode. Over the head, slapping the brain or the skull, the vibrations, jaw muscles above the ear, the back of the head. A little bit of humming, helps meditation and focus, and creates nitric oxide in the sinuses to help with lots of various functions, including antibacterial, antiviral, getting the sinuses, juices flowing, draining the brain. And then bring you back in and relaxing out. Just drop through your knees a little bit. Talked about the standing meditation before in other videos. Rising up, Roll the shoulders lightly back, fall back into the heels, then unlock the knees ever so slightly, relax the shoulders, drop the arms, and go back into light breathing, no gushing, no fast breathing unless it's light. So the rhythm doesn't make much difference if it's light air change, slow. Don't force anything more than your lung capacity is naturally taking. Or you can do rhythmic. As long as the airflow is light. Spine is straight. Drop the chin slightly. Open up the spaces at the back there. Relax the shoulders. Keep the knees slightly unlocked, but everything should be floating now. If you feel more focused with your eyes open, keep them open. If you feel more focused with your eyes shut, then shut the eyes. A few more longer breaths here. Raise one arm up. Turn to it. Bring it down the center of the body in front. Breathing in. Centering along the center line. It's a Qigong technique. Breathing in. You can carry on doing that if you like. That was 20 minutes. So please bear in mind that I'm not able to respond to any of your questions or anything like that. So you can always contact me about these things. If there's anything you would like to relate to your situation personally, this is just a general example of things that you can do to go from stressed out to calm. If you want to address anything like health conditions, then I'm happy to chat about that. We can do an explorational discovery call for free, and just go with how you feel with any of these things, but don't listen too deeply and just stay within your range of free motion and whether there's anything feeling tight or not. So keep it free. So see you next time. And any comments about eating well, sleeping well, breathing well, and thinking well, or questions, contact me or put them in the comments. And it's never too late to do a detox or get involved with anything to do with improving your health goals right now. So basically, find the support from the people that have invited you into this group, and have a good day and take care. Let me know how you feel now. All right, bye bye.